I want to talk about something that's an important transition and change in my life. This last 8, 10, 12 months, this last 2022 has been a very interesting year, not just for me, but I'm sure for many of you. And one of my biggest values that I've really learned from this season is authenticity in yourself and who you are and what you want out of life, and really removing all the extra fluff and nonsense and stuff that is no longer needed or serving you in your life. And this has been an interesting season. So much is being pruned from my life. So much has changed. My relationships, my marriage, my family, children, all these different things have changed in my life. And so I wanted to make a quick little vlog video, kind of talking about the pruning, sharing what's going on. I've had so many events that have been happening this last couple months, and I have a ton of events coming from digital marketer to all the different stuff, but a lot of things have really not gone according to plans. You know, John Lennon says, life is what's happening to you while you're making other plans. I was supposed to go to the Arete Syndicate live event, supposed to go to the Grow for God conference. I even made a vlog about it, and I wasn't able to make that happen. My family took priority, and I had to make some hard decisions to not go to that event. But thankfully, I was able to do some interviews and some other things that led me to some even bigger opportunities to go back to Utah, to meet with this group of female entrepreneurs. So a lot of really cool stuff that's happening there that I'm just really excited to tell you guys about. But I've reached this season of my life where I'm looking at what is really most important to me. And through this season, I looked at back all the way going to 2016 when I first came up with Instagraphics, which, if you don't know, is our graphic design community, not just graphic design, but web design and motion design community, where we bring together designers into one community to help each other level up our life and our business. Health, wealth, and relationships is what I talk about, being a three-dimensional designer. Well, as this transition has happened, I've realized that many of the designers that have been in part of our community don't really have the financial means necessary to be able to afford the services and what I'm trying to offer them to level up. And so I really had to go back to the drawing board and do some hard kind of pruning and understand where is it that I really offer the most value. Graphic design is a passion of mine that I started with 15 years ago. It was the vehicle that I initially used to get me to where I am today. But it's been about 5 years as I've been running, or almost 6 years as I've been running an agency where graphic design isn't at the forefront of my daily activities. I now have a team of graphic designers, web designers, and motion designers that are doing this work for me, and I'm directing and leading and making revisions and more of the creative director of my agency than anything else. But my time in the agency is also coming to an end. My agency isn't coming to an end, but my time in the agency is coming to an end, and I'm starting to shift my daily activities away from running the agency, away from doing the consulting, to more of a content creator, course creator, and just an educational type of person. That is what I find the most satisfaction in. That is what I find the most value in. With education also comes a community of people. I've built an amazing community on Facebook. I'm taking that community off of Facebook now. We're putting it onto our private circle community. We'll be able to collaborate with each other, connect with each other outside of Facebook. And then I'm gonna be building outside of that, which is what I wanted to talk about today, which is my skill stacker concept. I realized that yes, graphic design was one of the vehicles that I used to get to where I am today of having a 7-figure agency, but there are so many other skills, so many other things that I had to learn even before I became a graphic designer that led me to being a designer and then led me to being a business owner. And so I just wanna go through a couple of these things with you that I think is really important. Understanding entrepreneurship. This is where I got my initial foundation, where I got my mindset and my passion to be a really good businessman. And not just a businessman, but a problem solver. That's what an entrepreneur is. You look for the opportunities, you look for the pains, you look for the gaps in the market, and then you go out and you solve those things. Someone's hungry, you feed them. That's a restaurant owner. Someone needs to build more business and bring more business in, you can do design for them, you can do sales for them, right? So I started with entrepreneurship. Then I moved into sales by selling cars, selling phones, selling home loans, right? And I got my feet wet in the sales world. And once I learned how to communicate and sell to people, then I could help better solve their problems with my skill set that I had as a graphic designer and video guy. Now I got video skills, I got marketing skills, I got SEO skills. I got this long list of over 22 skills that I listed out recently that was really impactful for me. And so that's what I feel like is my next calling, my next push as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, is to go away from just pushing this graphic design niche, which really doesn't have a lot of money in it for me, but has a lot of fulfillment. And that's really what I care about most of the days, that I can look at myself in the mirror and know that I impacted somebody's life on the other side of the camera, in the audience, in a room, face to face, where it is that I can share my heart, my passion, and my story to make somebody's life better. So this is where the birth and the creation of Skill Stacker comes from. All of you that are watching this, I want you to go from being in the employee mindset to being an entrepreneur. But in order to be a successful entrepreneur, you're going to need to stack skills. I want to say that one more time. In order for you to be a successful entrepreneur, you are going to need to stack skills. And there's a lot of skills that I'm still learning today, from marketing, sales, finance, operations, fulfillment, right? These are the big 5 pillars of your business, but inside of each of those, there's a lot of skills. Within graphic design, you gotta know layouts and color theories, right? All the different things that I've talked about, typography, everything that I've talked about in this channel. Then you look at, okay, well, being a graphic design business owner or creative business owner, you gotta know how to do contracts, how to do proofs, how to do mock-ups, right? There's so many different skill sets that you need to have, and then pricing, and then sales. There's just so much that goes into it. And so I want to create a platform where I can start teaching you guys things. How do you do video marketing, right? If you have a graphic design business, how do you get the word out and take your graphic design skills and showcase it to the world? Well, I'm working on a platform, I'm working on courses, I'm working on a lot of things right now on the back end that are gonna help you guys elevate to that next level. But first, you need to go out of this employee mindset of checking boxes, take the leap from one cliff to another, because the employee cliff has been crumbling for years. The graphic design industry has been slowing in growth. The market and what's about to happen with the recession is going down. There's so many things that are happening right now that if you're stuck in the employee box, you're gonna be hurting in the next 6 to 12, maybe even 24 months. And I don't wanna see anybody go through that. I was in that boat, and when the economy collapsed in 2006 is what it was for me, leading all the way up until 2008. I jumped ship as an employee and jumped into the entrepreneur space full time because I had been doing it part time, but I went all in on myself full time. And so I want to encourage you guys, this might be the season, this might be the calling where you need to go from employee to entrepreneur in this down economy, especially if you've just recently lost your job. This is your opportunity. There is no excuse for you not to take action, not to go all in on yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. Working a 9 to 5 as an entrepreneur is very unrealistic. As a new business owner, as a new entrepreneur, you're probably gonna have to work twice that. You may have to work 80 hours a week for the next 6 months, maybe even a year, to get by, just to probably even make similar or maybe even less money than you were making before. But guess what? You're gonna be doing something for yourself, you're gonna be building your own future, you're gonna be designing your own future, and this is gonna be a huge change for you, and you're gonna get a lot more fulfillment out of that than making somebody else rich. And there's no real sense of job security. A lot of people think that, well, I need job security, so I'm gonna go get a job doing graphic design. There's no actual security in that. The only security you have is being able to sell, build these skills. If you can sell, you'll never be unemployed and you'll never be broke. It is a skill set that you have to have, and that's why I spend so much time on this channel talking about it, is you need to learn how to sell. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys all these things: video marketing, graphic design, sales skills, marketing skills, everything you could possibly imagine. That is my goal to bring you guys, but I need your support, I need your encouragement, I need your feedback, and I need your engagement. I've noticed there's been a drop off in engagement lately. This is my call to you guys to ask you for your engagement. If I've been able to help you in any way with any of my videos, I need you to share one of my videos, your favorite video, with one of your friends. Get the word out about what I'm trying to do, because what I'm trying to do is not about me. It's about you, it's about our marketplace, it's about our industry, it's about helping people go from this broke employee mindset with no real job security to something stable for yourself that you can build for your own future, for your own family, for your own life, and that's what's really important to me. So I just wanted to make a video to kind of talk about this, because I haven't talked about this enough and I want to talk about this more. I think it's really important to just understand that the economy that we're in right now is very unstable. The job market is very unstable, but the graphic design industry isn't going anywhere. The web design industry, the motion design industry, these things are going to grow. And if you can build your own base and your own foundation, you will be able to have a really good foundation if you come along on the journey with me, because I've been able to do this for 15 years and I've had a lot of success. It's come with some dips, but I've always been able to spring back higher than I did before. And so I just wanted to thank you guys for all the support. I wanted to thank you for being able to be part of this community, part of my tribe, part of my group. I've got almost 16,000 people now that are following this in the last 3 years. That's a big deal to me. So I want to thank each of you guys. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. If you have any questions, if you need help, if you're stuck in a certain area, please just drop a comment down below or send me an email. I'm so easy to get a hold of. You can find me on Facebook and TikTok and Twitter now. I'm even spending a lot of time on Twitter. I'm posting there 2, 3, 4 times a day, very consistently and engaging with a lot of people, because I see now that Elon has that, I see there's going to be a big potential for a lot of changes and a lot of shifts and a lot of opportunities to build an even bigger audience than I currently have, to reach more people, to get this mission out of getting people out of the employee mindset and into an entrepreneur mindset. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting, and I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm Adrian, and as always, keep looking up.